In Aotearoa, New Zealand, we aim to treat people fairly and with dignity. This means prioritising the well-being of your staff and doing your human rights due diligence to focus on risks to people, not risks to the business. Though it may sound hard to believe for some, modern slavery and worker exploitation can be seen in New Zealand. This is usually in regards to the company's salient human rights issues. So, what are salient human rights issues? They're issues with the most severe impacts on your employees' human rights. A company's salient human rights issues are issues that have the greatest risk of harm to people and therefore are also of greatest risk to the business, at least in the long term. This level of severity has damaging effects on business, financially with instances of litigation, disruption, or delays, increased costs of managing conflict, and overall loss in value. But also your company's reputation could be damaged beyond repair. Identifying salient human rights issues is vital to avoid potential harm. Of course, it is an ongoing process. You will need to do your due diligence to understand when, where, and how potential risks could negatively impact human rights. The next step is prioritizing these risks and taking steps to address them. It can also be beneficial to track your efforts. That way, if certain strategies are not particularly effective, you can make the necessary changes and communicate with internal and external stakeholders. A way to get started in shifting your priorities to meet a higher human rights standard is building a human rights policy for your business. All policies should include an explicit commitment to respect all internationally recognized human rights standards, stipulations concerning the business's expectations of personnel, business partners and other relevant parties, and information on how the company will implement its commitment. Check out the guide on how to develop a human rights policy from the UN Global Compact or the New Zealand Human Rights Commission Guide for Business to start building a foundation for your business. Human rights impacts are the most acute social, environmental, and economic impacts a company can have on people. So it's important to make it your business to ensure your business is looking after those who matter.